It's all in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go now. 50, plant.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Fire.
Now Fournette. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 13.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check three. Waiting.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
What's the run? They're running it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold eluding the pressure right. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
As a general, the linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be. They just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Darnold now to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. O.J. Howard, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Second down and 10, Darnold. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. I hope we brought your right. Man, lady.
Darnold to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Hey, echo.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Texans nothing.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Darnold. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
16 on the play. But it's 3rd down.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Mike 15. Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Danny. Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15. Not today, you are. Not today.
Smooth.
15's the Mike. 15's the Mike.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number one goal is what? Make the playoffs.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw, Darnold. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Ravens. 56 yards.
First down, Ravens.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Darnold from the gun. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Check 13. Check 13. 80 weapons.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
At the 26-yard line.
Watch Mike, watch Mike.
Hey, man. Watch the boot, watch the boot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This complete to Jones. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey, Haywood. So don't say nothing. Mike 52, Mike 52. And what's that? And what's the ball? Check, young lady. Check 52's the mark.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold drops it to Jones in the flat. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. No problem there on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trevor Williams with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Lawrence into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught at the 25. That one goes for 30 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line.
Bang, 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 bang.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Get ready. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, ready? 52. Hey, Zoo.
To throw is Darnold. Complete to Jones. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Bravo.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Who that? Who that? Switch.
Hey, 80. Greystone, travel.
Mike Mark 2. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Jones has it. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Aaron Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. 47 yards. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, check. 3 down.
They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On 4th down, Lawrence. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Check 25. Kill.
Red 80.
Kill. Turn up.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
Young lady.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back now in Houston, a lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Down to lose 1.
Tight end left.
3 down.
58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Here we go.
On 1st down, Darnold. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
52's the mic. All day, punt.
Now it's Darnold. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 41, Texans nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Looking deep for Gabriel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trevor Williams with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Fournette, and he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Looking to throw. Lawrence, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Echo.
Talking about it and bring it.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Fielded just inside the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Go, son.
58, come on. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Running right, Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. New Mike 52. Mike 52.
Hey, high 7.
Darnold. It's caught. Jones. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
Slam, slam, slam. Watch the ship.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Ravens, The great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Texans, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it.